Hey everyone, Sonic the Hedgehog here. Just a quick reminder to you guys that narrations that Cells, myself, and James do are best enjoyed with headphones on. Keep the jingle in your pocket, where's the jangle in your head? Why does summer go so quickly? Was it something that you said? Lovers walk along the shore, leave their footprints in the sand. Today I review one of the year's most highly anticipated games, which has been requested by Robert King of Gibraltar Stevenson. With Wolfenstein New Colossus with a highly respectful score of 95% to beat, can this game achieve this and secure victory? Let's find out! Two things I'd like to say before this review kicks off. First things first, massive thanks to Kenzie Retro for helping me scribe this review. And secondly, if you've been watching my previous blog update on my YouTube channel, I now actually have two co-narrators with New York with me. Are you there, guys? Are you ready? Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, present and accounted for, sir. Excellent. So, first narration. Are you guys nervous? Yeah, a little. Right, so Tails, you might as well start off with the introduction. Gladly, James. So here we go. This is what the commander wrote. Well, guys, we're ending the summer of Game Pass with a bang. Our first review before the official release day. Well, for standard edition owners anyway. As I said earlier, this is one of this year's most anticipated games, second only to Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, Kenzie, I guess that's debatable there. This game is the sixth entry of the highly successful Gears of War series, which has been a system seller for the Xbox One and Windows 10. So I will now hand you over to James, who will give us a brief synopsis of the plot. Gladly Tales. Right, so here we go. The story picks up where the successful and hard drive space killing Gears of War 4, racking up 114 gigabyte left off. JD Phoenix, Marcus's son, pissed off the coalition of governments, or COG, and the Swarm. During the campaign, by the way, spoiler alert for Gears of War 4, Kate Diaz lost her mother. In the end, Kate shows her squad a pendant which has connections to the Locust Sword. Kate now has to go back to the war began to discover her connection with the Locust Sword in more detail. So the accessibility scores are as follows. So I'll pass you over to Tails, who's colorblind himself, who's going to read out the visibility section. Tails, the floor is yours. Thanks a lot, James. So visibility, I gave this an 11. Gears of War 5 is the most accessible Gears game to date. The accessibility section in the options menu is very extensive. You can customize the font size of the menus and subtitles, allowing you to enjoy playing this game without any risk of eye strain. This section also features colorblind modes, allowing you to pick which color scheme is most suitable for your impairments. GG Coalition. So now I'll hand you over to Sonic the Hedgehog, who will be covering the audibility section. Thanks a lot, Cells. So audibility, we gave it 10. There are in-game subtitles which helps you understand what's going on. And during cutscenes and in action, you'll be able to load up and start killing grubs in a matter of seconds. Alright, time's up. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins! Never gets old. Thanks, James. So now I'll hand you over. Speaking of which, I'll hand you over to James, who will be covering the mobility section. Thank you very much, Sonic. Right, so anyway, mobility, we gave it an 11. Although there are no keyboard and mouse support for the console version, controls can be completely customized with multiple stick layouts. Backing this up, you can customize your perfect control layout. As a Brute bonus, wowee! The Xbox Adaptive Controller is officially supported. Once again, the Coalition doesn't disappoint in this category. So, and it'll be back to Tails for the gameplay section. And now, Tails, the floor is yours. Thanks a lot. Now, gameplay, we gave an 11. This is a very worth of successor to Gears of War 4. There are new gameplay mechanics that keep the game series fresh. These include being able to drag enemies from behind cover to take them out via melee combat, and being able to vault the wall to stun the enemies and take them out by any means necessary. The enemies, however, can also vault over cover to try to take you out. But with correct timing, you can counter the enemy's camping tactics, which is, by the way, Kenzie's actually saying there's a legitimate strategy. I don't know about that, so what is your opinions on camping? Do you think it's legitimate? Let us know in the comments below. So anyway, you can learn these new mechanics through the tutorials when starting up the game for the first time. This tutorial is skippable for the veterans for the series, like James and Kenzie Retro. On the multiplayer front, Horde mode makes its glorious return, and there's a new mode called Escape, where your team has to escape the lair and enemies against the clock. There is also a map maker that allows you to create your own escape maps, and you'll be able to share your creations with your friends and fellow Gears players online. This gives the escape mode infinite replayability, yes, that's a la Super Mario Maker 2. So anyway, here's James with the overall scores. Well, the overall score is 107.5%. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. Surviving Mars just came crashing back to Earth as Gears of War 5 is our game of the summer. So, we'll see you guys in the next review. Roll out, Spartan Company. When you knew it was over, you were suddenly aware that the autumn leaves were turning to the color of her hair.